be married to me.
Yes. I wouldn't have gone through any of this if I didn't want... Wow, you're really insecure.
Hey guys, this is a couples review.
Hi.
And we are going to review Married at First Sight, Season 11, Episode 11. This is for Olivia and Brett.
Brett and Olivia,
Oh my God. They're still getting on my nerves.
Yes, but Olivia did well this episode to me, at least by stepping up and kind of saying her piece.
I agree.
I didn't feel like she's done that in many episodes.
I agree. You know, a lot of people are really irritated with Olivia, and they're more so on Brett's side, and I don't get it. Yeah, like reviews and things that I look at.
Really?
When people talk about the show on forums and stuff. Yeah, and I'm just so surprised.
I mean, I can really see it on both sides. How there's a lot of things that I think that Brett has issues with, and then still even with Olivia, I can see how she's just not really making the cut.
Yeah, she's pretty like, she didn't really have a really big personality in the beginning, but I feel like there's something that he did that just really she can't turn back from, because now it's like in the beginning she was still a little monotone, but something happened, and I think that was after Christina told her how she felt, and then they had a little quarrel during the honeymoon. I think that turned Olivia forever, and she just went downhill from there. For
Olivia, I think that what happened is that she realizes that Brett doesn't like her, and at first,
really,
and I think at first she was just waiting to see if Brett liked her. Instead of Olivia even showing that she liked Brett, she was just kind of there and like, "Do you like me? Do you like me? Because if you like me, then she'll be cool with it." And Brett doesn't want that. Brett doesn't want to be with somebody who just is okay with just that. He wants somebody to like him back. And that's where Olivia, I think, missed the mark, and why Brett is the way he is, because he still has to deal with this for 8 weeks.
Yeah, but you think that Olivia was just focused on getting him to like her?
Nope. I think that Olivia wasn't showing that she liked Brett.
Oh, got it.
And was just waiting to see if Brett liked her. And because now that she sees that Brett doesn't like her.
You think that she thinks that he doesn't like her?
Well, she's confused. And I mean, Brett might say it, but his actions aren't showing it.
Yeah, because he seems like a guy to where, like, if he likes a girl, he'll act just like this. I don't think he has any type of button that where he'll be like, okay, I like you, so now I'm going to be a little bit smoother. Not until he gets comfortable, but I think right now on TV, I think this is just how he would act. You don't think so?
I think that if it was a little, if he liked her, he would be a little different, because he's not very accommodating. I think when guys like a woman that they want to be with, that they really like, then they are in some ways accommodating.
Yeah,
he's not.
You may be right. So they meet with expert, quote unquote, Dr. Viviana. She was not feeling those cats.
No, she told him to put them things away real quick.
I knew that was going to happen. The way she looked when she was like, "Oh, you're the couple with the cats,"
right? Like she forgot at first.
Yeah. And then it was kind of a little attitude. Like I knew she was going to get them. Production probably stopped. She probably was like, "I can't film under these conditions."
She probably walked out the room.
Right.
Call me back when they go.
Exactly. That is so funny. Okay, so she asked them what issues they had, and Olivia said that they have 2 issues, and one is the living situation and kids. For the living situation, Olivia said she thinks if Brett didn't own his house, there would be no issue. And then Brett makes that sarcastic remark.
Darn equity. Like,
right.
No one's talking about your equity right now.
Right.
Like, she's just saying that she doesn't want to travel at 45 minutes to go back and forth to work.
And then he makes another sarcastic mark when she, continues to talk about it. And it was something like, basically it meant like, shoot me for being responsible. Like, it's like, why are you so, he didn't say that, but it was a remark that was like, nobody's saying, I don't know. Nobody was saying anything that he
just believes that he's right in that fact that, that he made the right decision, and he made a good decision. Let's not, he made a good decision.
We're not talking about whether his decision was good.
It's now just about meshing these two worlds, and this is her concern.
Exactly.
And she should have those concerns, especially when you're dealing with a man or a person in general that you don't really feel like likes you, and that's going to be sarcastic about every
Exactly.
intimate thing they talk about, it seems like.
Especially, I agree, and especially when you're dealing with a man who owns a house that you don't even like.
Oh God, that house was terrible.
Yeah.
From what we saw,
like now you're gonna make her feel like she has to move in there with you. You're not gonna open it up to like, okay, we can get a house together. I mean, because you can't make nobody live in a house that they don't want to live in just because you got it. We'll do something with
right,
it.
exactly. I mean, even if you live there for 6 months to a year or whatever, however long it take you to sell a house, just have it.
Or
let
rent it
that
out.
be.
You could keep it, but
let it be on the table. Let's let there be an
Exactly.
option on the table.
Exactly. And then so the other issue was kids, and Brett wants to have kids, but Olivia says she'll consider it, but she may never get there. I was like, what?
Well, I think even Viviana said that she said in her earlier interviews that she will be open to it under the right circumstances.
Right.
And so I think maybe she's saying that she's not open to kids with Brett.
Exactly. Because, yeah, Dr. Vivian did say that. Basically, like, I thought you said you would be open to it. And so maybe Olivia is now changing the tune because of who she'd be having to think about having kids with.
Well, I mean, they have a hard time even getting close to each other.
One thing I do think though is on the topic of kids, I think when the experts like interview people, that they should definitely make sure that both people agree on kids. So if someone answers and like, this is something I'll consider, and then you interview someone else that says, I definitely want kids, I don't think that you should match them, because if someone is 100% sure and one person is like, maybe one day, then I don't think they would be the same. Exactly.
Yeah, that's going to make it difficult to be with that person, especially if you really want to have kids and raise a family. Your whole idea of what being married is going to look like changes if whether you do or you don't have kids.
Exactly.
So,
and that's like one of the biggest ways to be compatible.
She probably was more interested in traveling than she was having kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And Brett would have been more interested in settling down. He already has a house, so now he probably wants to fill it with some kids, and and start that part of his life. And Olivia is like, I really want to travel to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro and not have to worry about kids.
I don't know how they got matched. I still don't see
cats. They have cats and they both use toilet tissue.
That's the only thing. Yep. So Dr. Viviana asked about PDA. And when they did this, Brett was talking, but then he did this crazy thing. He was like, hey.
Oh, well, yeah, because I mean, she was about to interject while he was talking. However, that was still really
the way
very
he did
awkward
that.
and
Like,
rude. Hey. Like,
cutting her off. I
like,
didn't like
sorry,
that. That was weird.
King man.
Right. That was really weird.
That was weird.
Let me also say Dr. Viviana did basically tell Brett, like, this is not the time to be sarcastic.
Yeah.
I forgot. She did call that out. I was happy she said that.
I forgot what he said that was sarcastic at that time, though. But he was doing it really the whole time.
The whole time. Yeah. And so about PDA, Olivia said that she never initiates touch.
Well, she said that she's also not big on PDA.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. She also doesn't initiate touch. She doesn't initiate the I like you factor in a relationship. And that's gonna play against Brett, because he's like, well, why?
But if I were her, I wouldn't want Brett to touch me either. And Brett was still sarcastic even through that conversation. And even Dr. Vivian said it, Olivia felt it. It was hard to tell whether he was kidding or not. So it's kind of like, I can also understand me with someone who plays that much and is so sarcastic. I wouldn't be able to be vulnerable or want to get close or anything.
Right. Especially when they're like serious conversation stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You say, well, what are you going to do to make me love you? And you say, I'm going to show you my cool tricks on my BMX bike. It's like, that's for real. Like, are you going to really answer the question? That would almost start an argument.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to answer the question for real now? But then he tried to have a sweet moment But then you
Oh my
told me about
God.
that sweet moment, how it wasn't so sweet.
Yeah, someone commented that whole smile line he gave, like she has a smile for this and a smile for that, it's from a movie.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see.
Just the way she smiles too.
Not doing it.
See? No, see that's just the regular one. Like there's another smile that she only does when she's like really happy. That it doesn't come out all the time, but it's incredible. It's like clouds breaking and the sun coming through. It's so beautiful.
See, is that a movie? The person said he stole that line from Win a Date with Tad Hamilton.
Oh, yep, that's a movie.
That is a movie?
Win a Date
Yeah.
with Ted Hamilton.
Do you even know that she has 6 different smiles?
She has 6 smiles?
Yeah. One when something just flat out makes her laugh, and one when she's laughing out of politeness. But there's one when she makes plans, one when she makes fun of herself, one when she's uncomfortable, and one when...
I was like, are you kidding me?
That was the one.
Are
The
you kidding
one
me?
sweet thing that he said was from a line from a movie.
He's a freaking jerk.
Yeah, that's...
So then
That's
Dr. Viviana, I know, right? I was so surprised. Who does that on TV? Like, I was like, oh my God, you can't make this up.
He was probably laughing to himself in his head though when he did it.
Because he's sarcastic. He's a jerk. He's like, yeah, somebody's going to.
Even that was sarcasm. Even
Yeah.
trying to be sweet. So he's never ever had a vulnerable, real moment. And so he
And
really
she
did.
feels it. And I think that's what's making her mad is because she feels it.
Mm-hmm.
She knows there's something that she can feel like, okay, you're not being genuine.
Yeah, you're not being real. And
Yeah.
so you don't really like me. And
Yeah, exactly.
so
And so Dr. Viviana then asked them about sex. And so they said they haven't had sex. And Olivia said that she wants his feelings to be involved first, or she wants feelings to be involved first. And it's hard because she feels like he's always sarcastic and she can't really tell what's true or not.
yeah, well, there's not really going to be many feelings there. She said, don't not try because you think I'm going to deny you.
Yeah.
When for the most part, Brett wants to be with somebody who I think is going to show attraction to him and to come on to him and to show that she really likes him. So
I totally agree.
That's not going to happen. And I think really,
and he needs to be attractive.
well, he has to be vulnerable. He has to be
Yeah.
real. And so she's not going to, open up that way unless he's being real with her. So I mean, this really, is one of those relationships where maybe they put them together for some of this drama.
Yeah.
Because they really don't
That's
have.
sad though. They didn't know they were going to be the ones for that.
I just need to know that you're being genuine and not just giving her an answer. I really felt that way, that was something that you would say to me in private. Like, we had a nice, intimate moment with each other the night before, and if that's really how you felt about me, then I feel like you would have said that to me.
Let me just say, Brett looked really silly with those glasses on and that shark drink, being sarcastic. Just that whole combination, I'm just like, oh.
But this is where I see Olivia starting to get fed up.
Yes.
Now I'm starting to see her have some emotion behind what Brett said. Before, when Brett would say something, she would just
roll her eyes.
She would
and
just, and just kind of look down.
Yeah.
And then just not say nothing. Now she's like
tired of it.
What? Like, and then, kind of getting back at him. And you see Brett starting to get stumped because he knows he's being sarcastic and really,
and he's acting like he doesn't because she mentions that she doesn't like how he looks at her sarcastically like she's dumb.
Well, see, this is when I really felt like Brett doesn't like her and he just doesn't want to say it.
Why?
He just doesn't want to say, I don't like you.
Do you want to be married to me?
Yes. I wouldn't have gone through any of this if I didn't want. Wow, you're really
Am I?
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
You jerk.
Yeah, he's a jerk. But again, and it's really just because he doesn't like. If he really liked her, it'd be different. Olivia is just, I guess, just accepting whatever. And not to say that she could be picky in this situation because they are being married at first sight.
Yeah.
But she's also not being proactive in showing that she likes him. If she was a little bit more, I don't want to call it aggressive, but a little bit more proactive in showing that her attraction to him, then I think that Brett would then start to feel more attracted to her and that the relationship could work. but that's past now.
But you know what? I can see that, but I think what the issue is that anytime there's an opportunity for Olivia to show that she likes him, he always does something to take it back. For instance, what if the opportunity for her to show him how much she likes him is when they all went out with her friends? And that could have been a time where they could have been drinking and, had fun. But during the whole time, he was just saying how stupid it was.
That's true.
And how he didn't want to participate. What if that was a time that she felt like, okay, we're at a bar, I'm drinking. This is when I can really feel loose. We're around my friends. So I'm going to flirt with you and all of that. But how he was acting was so intense that it didn't give her space to show that she liked him.
So you're right. So she can't even act like she likes him.
Because he's sarcastic at every moment and he's never serious. I think what she needs is some, using Karen's thing, some masculinity in a romantic way, though, that can show that he's a grown man and not a little kid. And it will open the door for her. Not every time she does a little something, he does something sarcastic. Now I'm looking at you like a little brother.
So basically, they really got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
And they never got back.
Yep.
And it's just going to go down from here.
Mm-hmm. Well, we hope not.
Well, I mean,
because a miracle could happen.
What, like the coronavirus and they get stuck together?
Lord. And hopefully that would be a miracle, because I don't know what they would do if they can't get past this. They will kill each other.
They probably will kill each other. I don't know. Have you seen any new news about them? No.
Well, I mean, they would have to still be together for it to matter. But they go to the bar class.
And that
looks like so much fun.
They do go to that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would like to do that, actually.
Me too.
But the drink, I don't know about.
With eggs?
Egg white drink?
That looks so nasty. I've never been into or wanted to drink raw eggs.
It sounds like it'll make your stomach hurt. People
do that for like working out and stuff, don't they?
They do. But
why?
Because I guess it's
protein.
Something to make your muscles big.
I don't know, but that was her favorite drink. It was. That's what she said. She said it was her favorite drink.
She was a little bit, lively though when she was there, so she had some personality then.
Yeah, I think they were both okay.
She wanted to still talk though, I think, right?
Do you think we're in a good spot, or you think we need to go back and hash it out? What do you think we need to do?
Oh, I don't think we need to hash anything out. I think it's been hashed.
And the way he said it, I'm like, you are so freaking sarcastic. It was just so stupid.
Yeah, because he even said, do you feel decompressed? And he was like, I feel decompressed, like or something like I come up for air or something stupid. Yeah.
Too much.
And it's like, dude, just there's better ways to get through a conversation. And avoidance isn't how you do it. And Olivia understands that. He just seems to be so far away from this relationship that he's not even willing to put in the time to have those conversations to really get through whatever the problem is.
Well, he says when she's like, is there a resolution? He says there's not a resolution to a problem of perception.
Well, see, maybe she's perceiving this as a marriage and he's perceiving this as an experiment.
Right, that's the only perception thing, because I think it's not about perception when you're talking about how you're making someone feel. Right. It's something that you need to resolve, especially when you're married. Like a perception that doesn't need to be resolved is something that doesn't affect the relationship. If it affects the relationship, then there has to be a resolution. You just don't let it go and hope things are fine, which is what he was saying they should do.
Yeah. It's almost like Brett really didn't want to be married.
Yeah.
I can see Olivia wanting this, but Brett doesn't seem like, he's capable of being married at first sight.
And then after he said all of those sarcastic things about resolution and perception and stuff like that, he then says he can try to be more sincere if that's what she needs. He should have led with that. Why did he have to do all of those other things when he knew what she needed to hear and he knew what she was talking about?
See, and I wonder if him saying I'll be more sincere means I'm about to start telling you how I really feel.
Right.
Okay,
right. I mean, that's
you want this? Yeah. You want this?
And then she suggests having a talk with Pastor Cal, and he was like, "Sure, if you want to."
I think they showed a preview of that conversation, but I can't remember
He
how.
disagreed with Pastor Cal. Oh, they said something about the cameras being an issue. I don't know.
I don't know, but
they're going nowhere fast.
Nope.
They're not the worst couple. Are they the worst?
They are not the worst. They're just bad. They're just bad.
It's unfortunate.
It is.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And remember, just because you can't see our faces doesn't mean we're not keeping it real. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm decompressed. I've returned to natural air levels.